What's going on, everybody? You already know it's Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. That could only mean that it's time for the weekly reset in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We're going to find out what the mercenary is, what they're going to drop, and what else we have hiding in the Oikos of the Olympians, as well as what our other weekly is. I'm Darkshot of the YouTube Assassin. Let's get into this. So first things first, we're going to go visit Sargon, see what he has. And you know what? I'm really disappointed. This is getting ridiculous. They always give us a ship part and then a piece of armor. And I know a lot of people are saying that we have not had a weapon in a long time. This is like really weird that they do this. So let's see. Captain Octopus, who was a special lieutenant. 3% rower stamina, 4% firepower when ramming, 5% rower stamina refill when cleaving. You could get him for 100 ore, and I actually have him with full stats. I'll show you in a little bit. Looking over, we have the Belt of the Sphinx, which is part of the Sphinx main set. 25% hunter damage, 20% crit chance while full health. The full set gives you 100% crit damage with hunter abilities, and it's for 80 ore. This is a great piece and a great set if you are a heavy hunter builder. And 100% crit damage with hunter abilities is absolutely amazing. So you definitely want to get that. Looking over at the epic pieces, we have the Skinning Knife, 24% assassin damage, 40% poison damage, 30% damage with daggers. This is actually great for an assassin build, especially if you're doing a poison heavy build. Look at this thing. This thing is murder with the daggers and the poison damage. All you need is the Blades of Arachne, and you could just put that added poison damage to this thing. That would be sick. Ornate Bow. This is another 50 ore, and it's 24% assassin damage, 50% adrenaline on headshot kill, 30% damage with bows on distant targets. That is not bad if you're doing a assassin hunter build or just an assassin build and you really need a great bow with great damage. That actually looks pretty good. And then of course you could get the Olympian gifts where you could spend 20 of the ore and get an item, any special item. I have all the items, the legendaries, so they're going to give me epics. But even then I could get a bunch of really great epics from this. So that's what we've got from Sargon's shop, the Oikos of the Olympians. We're going to go take a look at what we've got as far as the bounties. So bounty on a mercenary, this is our weekly. Testiklos the Nut, he's back. Oh my goodness. This is going to be like my third Testiklos Nutcracker that I've got. Got like an army of them. So we'll take that, and then let's see. Smoking Waters, this is our other weekly. Us poor merchants are getting robbed by pirates. Clear the sea of this nuisance, and the reward will be great. So we'll take a look at that. And let's see, before we even get into that, let's just take a quick look at the ship. Because I did want to show you guys that Captain Squid or whatever. But also, I want to show you, I've actually got, I believe, Testiklos the Nut like twice in here. I have two nuts. I have a pair. So let's see. There's Captain Octopus. 30% rower stamina, 35% firepower while ramming, 50% rower stamina refill when cleaving, and that's at full stats. Now let's see. I know I've got Testiklos the Nut. I know I've got a pair of nuts. I really do. I've got quite the pair. Where is he? That's obviously not him. No. No, that's whatever, the Warlock. Narcissus the Babbler. Where are you, Testiklos? You're testing me. Where are you? I think I actually do have him both in epic and excuse me, epic and legendary form. I'm pretty sure I do. Yep, here we go. Testiklos the Nut is an epic, 30% ramming damage, 35% damage inflicted by Marines. Of course that nut would have ramming damage. Let's see. Okay, so wait. Testiklos looks like that, so we're going to go and look for the other... No, okay. So this may be my chance to get Testiklos the Nut as a legendary, and we'll see what his stats look like then. So let's see. We want the Smoking Waters. Okay, so this is pirate heavy, it looks like. Destroy pirate ships all over Greece. You got to do 10 of those. Destroy Spartan ships all over Greece, 10. Athenian ships all over Greece, 10. Okay, so it's not so pirate heavy, but you can get, if you look at the bounty board and you find other things where they're asking you to destroy Spartan ships, you'll actually get a lot more out of this. Because they'll usually ask you to sink 5 ships or 3 specific ships. And if you do that, you'll be able to get more rewards. You'll be able to level up a lot quicker. Now, bounty on a mercenary. We know what this nut looks like. Where is he? No, that's some Beastmaster. There he is. There's that nut. Okay. Yeah, having been separated quite early in his life from his half-brother Testikles, Testiklos' mood had been unstable ever since. He never felt as secure with his own kin, so he dealt with separation by breaking things, including the bones of those who displeased him. And there's his Nutcracker. 24% warrior damage, 20% damage with overpower abilities, 40% damage on Athenian soldiers. Now that looks weird. I don't believe that I've got something like this that has the damage on Athenian soldiers. I'm going to have to take a look. I'm going to have to look. I don't believe I have it in my inventory. I believe I have it on my ship, so I'll have to take a look at what's on my ship. Yeah, it's not here. There's a sledgehammer. Alright, we're going to take a quick look at the ship, and then I'm going to go and grab him. Where will he be for me? I know he's definitely different places for you. Or for everybody, so let's see. For me, he is going to be... Just had him. There he is. Right on Paros. So I'm going to head over there. I'm going to get close to him. And then I'll rejoin you when I'm there. Okay, so real quick, just really interesting. Here I am on my ship, and I have Testiklos' Nutcracker, 24% warrior damage, 50% crit damage, 40% damage on Athenian soldiers. That looks pretty much like what we saw with Testiklos. Move over, I have another one. This one has 24% warrior damage, 20% damage with overpower abilities, 40% adrenaline per crit. That's pretty wild. They have entirely different stats. And I have a third one, 24% warrior damage, 40% damage on Spartan soldiers, 40% poison damage. That's pretty wild. Now, this is Testikles. This isn't Testiklos. So look at this. I've got 3 of this guy's Nutcrackers, and each one is different. So wait, 24% warrior damage, 50% crit damage, 40% damage on Athenian soldiers, and I just got to see, what did he have real quick? Oh, wow. So it's kind of like a mix of 2 of them that I have. He's got the 20% damage with overpower abilities and the 40% damage on Athenian soldiers, which is like 2 things out of it. Wow. All right, this is crazy. Okay, let's move on to him. So it wasn't too hard to chase him. Got pretty close to him and Here he is. Now he's got an animal with him. That's the only pain.
I should watch my step around here.
He's got that boar. There we go. Take out the boar. Wow, why is everybody attacking me? I'm hitting this guy. Why is the whole town after me? I'm attacking somebody that's not even one is. Alright, so now we kind of got to move out of the way because all these guys are going to attack, and they're going to... Basically, if they attack us, if they get anywhere near Testiklos, they'll hurt them, so we've got to kind of move. There we go, lead them away. They're all confused. Before these guys come back. And we will recruit them.
Someone with your strength. Join my crew.
So we get the brand new Nutcracker, that crazy thing. Plus we get 44 ore. And like I say all the time, with the ore, if you hire the top tier mercenary, you'll be able to get 44 pieces of ore whenever you do a mercenary, a ship, or a weekly. And then if you do a daily, you're going to get 11 ore as opposed to 10 if you do a daily, if you're the top tier mercenary. So now let's take a look at our ship. Let's take a look at what Testiklos is bringing to the table. What does he look like? Is he legendary or is he epic? He is epic again. So let's see. We've got two of them. 30% ramming damage, 35% damage inflicted by Marines is the old one. 30% Roa stamina, 25% damage inflicted by all crew members. Now that's pretty wild. Like, the more of these guys you collect, each one brings kind of like a different thing to the table. And if it's legendary, it'll have different things as well. You could do this with all the mercenaries. It's pretty wild. Even that Eagle Bearer, if you did the Eagle Bearer thing on a New Game Plus, you'll get a lot more different things from him as well. So it's pretty wild. You'll always collect the weapon, you'll always complete the task, and you will always get the ore as well if you're doing any of these mercenaries during any mercenary week or any week that we have the mercenary as opposed to the ship. Anyway, that's all there was to that. That was, you know, a little more of a challenge than it was just going and killing him. A lot of fun to do it, though. And then, like I said, you can collect any of these other mercenaries as well. Anyway, other than that, I really do hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And until the next one, take care.